So here we are with the second video on the RC10. So just a few stills in this particular video. So it's the Cadillac version, looking at sort of 1986. The car came put together, as you've already seen in the first video, and it's in pretty good condition actually. It's got a few scratches and things on it, but only because someone's used it. And looking at it, and I've been stripping it apart, whoever owned it before I think really took quite good care of this car, as much as you can, and still use it. So I'm quite pleased with what condition it's in. I've started removing all the old electronics from it. I'm probably going to put some new electronics in it to actually run it and use it, just because I want to use my newer controllers. But all in all, it's pretty good. And you saw it came in its box. It came with the user manual, which is awesome. A lot of use of hammer, description of how to build a flux capacitor. So yeah, all good. It's got a Parma 17-turn motor in it, and I think everything else is pretty much standard, and it all seems to have been bull raced as well. I think the main issue is a lot of stickers have been put on it, and it's just generally covered in grime. So yeah, I mean, here's the front shocks, just dirty basically. So I'm just stripping the whole thing down into all of its separate white components, and then I'm just going to clean them up. I'm not going to do anything too harsh on the cleaning. I'm not going to bleach them or anything. I think just a good wash with perhaps a mildly abrasive cleaner like you'd use on a bathroom sink or a bath, perhaps with a toothbrush. Just yeah, a bit of an old school cleaning rather than peroxiding them. I've seen a lot of people peroxide them, and I think the parts just look too white. And I know over time they do go back to yellow, but yeah, the old girl's 40 years old. I don't see the need to dip the whole thing in bleach. The chassis itself, as I say, was covered in sticker marks and sort of general grease, and I've started cleaning that up. So yeah, I've stripped the whole thing down now into separate parts. Everything's in separate labelled boxes. I've started cleaning it up, so this is the mount for the rear suspension, and you can see that's cleaned up really nice. So next steps is to start cleaning up the wheels. I think these I'm just going to give a light sanding on the edge to try and smooth them out. This is the rear suspension arms or wishbones, and they're pretty grimy, but again, nothing that won't just degrease and clean off. Again, I'm not going to bleach them, I think. Wheels look in pretty good condition. And I guess the last part that I was looking at was the gearbox. It's fully bull raced, looks in pretty amazing condition actually. Again, it looks like whoever's owned it has really taken good care of it. Yeah, so that's where we've got to. We've stripped it all apart. I just put a couple of the other components back on it, but you can see all of the sticker marks have cleaned off. I've cleaned up a couple of the parts. They've come up really good. It's a shame whoever cut this for this battery mark has not cut it particularly nicely, but it's okay. And yeah, it's cleaning up really well, so I'm really pleased with it. I'll continue cleaning it up. Yeah, stripped all the gearbox apart, so yeah, it's ready to put back to, well, it's ready for further cleaning and then put it all back together. It's in really good condition, really, considering. Quite pleased with my find. Looking forward to putting it together and driving it. It's got, yeah, you can see it's got a few scratches on it, but it's going to have even more scratches on it when I've finished with it. So perfect for what I want. Really looking forward to putting this together.